Hello everyone, I'm Natalie Bilbao and this is LA Currents. I'm here at the John Lewis Conference Center of the LA Civil Rights Department with Commissioner Kandee Lewis. Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure.
You have such an impressive resume. Aside from being a commissioner, you are the CEO of the Positive Results Center. I look at you smiling and there's something so contagious about your energy. You know, I can really tell that you're doing your soul's purpose.
Yes. The company's mission was originally reading, literacy, and mentoring. And don't think badly of me, but I didn't want to do that.
I'm not going to think badly of you. What?
Okay. Training people to be leaders is what not only I wanted to do, but that's what the community told me they wanted. And I started our first Youth Leadership Academy. And day one, everything changed. We have our Youth Leadership Academy, and we also have our newest program since 2019. We've been training transitional age youth to be mental health ambassadors. We've really realized that people's mental health is hanging by a thread. And so we train youth to be peer advocates and mental health ambassadors. Once we train them, we then train them how to go out in the community and train other people. That peer-to-peer development is key and critical.
That's so true. I'm curious as well what other aspects entail this youth leadership education.
So our Youth Leadership Academy is amazing. And we start off with, we start off with self-assessment and discovery. Who are you as opposed to who everyone else said you are? And from there we go into, I have to count them off, there's respect and team building. There is health, hygiene, and etiquette, public speaking, critical thinking, financial empowerment, respect and tolerance and diversity. And those things are all important because they all it's all important because you have to build on who you are and your character. And if you do not have respect and you don't know how to give respect, then that's a problem, because we know that there are people who have been killed because of the lack of respect that they've given. And yet and still there are people who become president because of the respect that they give. And also how you carry yourself. Being a leader is not necessarily how much money you have, but how do you carry yourself? How are you showing up and how do you present?
I love that. Yeah, it's like an inward journey that then manifests externally.
Exactly.
I would love to hear, a story that you have from someone who went through the program and then became, a leader. Like, I love the success stories.
So we've had so many people who have come through our program and have become a leader. But just recently, just this year, I received a phone call out of the clear blue from a young man who participated in our program in 2011. And he called, he said, you know what, I always think about that program and the success that he has. He's now a manager with LA Care, and he said it was the work that we did to help build his self-esteem, to give him the tools that makes him successful today.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I know there's also other stories that we've talked about even before the show that really impacted you, and I want to hear from you how sometimes it's the really small things that we do in our daily lives that have the biggest impact. Like there's this one story about meeting a young girl at an event that had a huge impact on her life.
Wow, now that I still get chills about that. So 2012, we had a conference and it was called Stop the Pain, a teen summit on dating violence and bully prevention. And it was right after the opening session. We invited everyone to go to the 40 different workshops that we had. And there was a big crowd standing around. And there was this one girl that was just standing there. My spirit was screaming. It said, Kandee, talk to her. And I walked over to her and I said, hi, my name is Kandee. Are you having a good time? And she looked at me and rolled her eyes and just looked at me with disgust. And I was like, okay, so let's start over. Maybe you didn't hear me. So I'm Kandee and this is my event. What's going on? And she said hi with an attitude. I said, okay. I said, are you having a good time? And she said, no. I said, you don't want to be here? She said, no. I said, well, why are you here then? You look good, your hair is done. You're standing here with all this attitude, but you don't want to be here? She says, no, I don't. I said, well, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. Since you've already taken the step to be here, just go ahead and look in that book of those 40 workshops, find something, because you're wasting your time. You're here and you're wasting your time. I said, now give me a hug.
I love this.
We love hugs and we do hug therapy. So she said, okay, she gave me a hug. And she went on about her business and I went on mine. And I didn't think any more about it until I received a call from an organization that she was there with. They talked about the conference and how great it was. They said, but there was a story that you didn't know about. And I said, okay, well, tell me about it. And the young lady that I talked to, I call her Miss Attitude.
Miss Attitude, yeah.
Right. And so Miss Attitude told them about that day. And she said that I had actually woke up that morning with the intention of killing myself. She was going to commit suicide. But she said it was the 3 minutes that I took to talk to her. The 3 minutes that I engaged her, the 3 minutes that I gave her a hug that changed her life. And she realized that there was something to live for. And she went home feeling good. And she asked herself, why was she going to kill herself? And so that right there, that 3 minutes, made me realize that the work that I do is critical to saving someone's life.
Literally 3 minutes saved a life.
3 minutes.
That's crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
What other areas do you focus on to build people's self-esteem or to create a healthier society in general?
One of the things that we do, I love this, we're going to host our annual prom dress gift-away. And this gift-away is so beautiful because we provide 300, 400, 500, 600 girls, however many show up, everything they need for the prom for free.
Is it 500 to 600?
500, 600. We have 1,500 gowns. Everyone needs to be there. We have tuxedos for our masculines and our girls, shoes, purses, jewelry, makeup, hair, and we also have a resource fair so that the parents who come with them can get the resources and the tools that they need for whatever they need. And that is one of our special events. And what makes it special are the people who donate all of the items, and we go through them and make sure that they're all beautiful and in excellent condition. But it's the volunteers. The day of, we have about 90 volunteers that act as personal shoppers. We set the room up to look like a shopping center, and the volunteers get to mentor the girls and talk to the girls and build their self-esteem and help them to realize not only are they beautiful, but you can accomplish anything, and also you can be safe when you're going to the prom.
I mean, you've definitely inspired me, and I feel so blessed to be here with you, Kandee. Thank you so much for joining us.
It's my absolute pleasure to be here. So can we tell people how to reach us?
Absolutely, please do.
Okay, so you can reach us by contacting us at prc123.org, which is our website, or you can email me, and that is kandeele@prc123.org.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kandee Lewis, for being here. This is Natalie Bilbao for LA Currents.